You ever wonder what happens when you mix hot lava and chicken? Uh-oh.
Weird.
Actor prepares, so I have literally been exclusive to Minecraft for the last month and a half.
Right.
All Minecraft all the time. I'm in a little movie called Minecraft.
Rachel Zegler is spiraling, and it's not subtle anymore. After defending Disney's live-action Snow White for over a year, she's now watching the movie flop hard at the box office. While a movie based on Minecraft, yes, Minecraft, is shattering records. According to Insider Buzz, Rachel is reportedly seeking therapy. The pressure, the online backlash, the relentless criticism, it's all catching up. But instead of taking responsibility, she's allegedly blaming everything around her, including the Minecraft movie. That's right. Not the awkward script, not the preachy tone, not her disastrous press tour. She's apparently pointing fingers at a silly video game movie for overshadowing Disney's once iconic property. And the numbers? Brutal. Minecraft crossed $700 million globally in under 3 weeks. That's over triple what Snow White has made in 3 months. Disney's most legendary IP is now being outpaced by pixelated zombies. But this isn't just a box office loss. It's a public unraveling. And it's not the first time Rachel's shown cracks. A resurfaced clip from the film's announcement shows her nearly in tears, already overwhelmed by criticism before the movie even dropped. Back then, people thought the hate was unfair. But now, after tone-deaf interviews, a disastrous rollout, and deflecting blame, her own fans are beginning to turn. Instead of taking the heat, Rachel blamed trolls, hinted at a toxic work environment, and even implied co-stars didn't have her back. But not once did she acknowledge her role in how Snow White was received. Now, Disney is reportedly slamming the brakes on future remakes. Projects like Tangled are being reviewed, which is studio code for they might never happen. This isn't just about one actress. It's about a collapsing strategy. But while Rachel panicked and pointed fingers, someone else stayed quiet. Until he didn't.
Actor prepares, so I have literally been exclusive to Minecraft for the last month and a half.
Right.
All Minecraft all the time. I'm in a little movie called Minecraft. I don't want to brag, but it's kind of a big deal.
Oh, man.
Just Steving it up in the Minecraft universe, getting back into it. Because I did play years ago because my kids were super duper into it and I wanted to speak their language. So I studied hard and I learned and I was getting really into it, building houses and tunneling around. And now I'm getting back into it. And it's pretty rad.
Jack Black just gave an interview that may have been the most low-key but devastating PR moment of the year. Without ever mentioning Rachel Zegler or Snow White, he completely exposed Disney's failure and showed the world why Minecraft is dominating. When asked about Minecraft, Jack didn't gloat. He didn't throw shade. He just smiled and said, "It's just a fun movie, man. I'm lucky to be part of it." That one line said it all. He was grateful. He was positive. No agenda, no lecture, just joy. And fans immediately picked up on the contrast. Rachel had mocked the original Snow White, called the prince a stalker, and distanced herself from the story. Jack leaned into nostalgia and let fans feel included. Then came the viral meme, a Minecraft parody with Jack Black roasting a chicken in lava, with Rachel's face edited onto it. Savage. And it blew up because it felt earned. While Rachel sat in half-empty theaters with flowers, Jack Black was being cheered across subreddits and fan pages. His vibe? Fun. Hers? Finger-pointing. Rachel and Disney tried to modernize Snow White by stripping away its fairy tale magic and stuffing in messaging. Minecraft just delivered fun, and people showed up for it. And then South Park came in with the kill shot. Mocking. Disney's strategy with a brutal Kathleen Kennedy parody that said everything fans were already thinking.
The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah.
Weird.
Super weird.
So we didn't do that this time.
One sentence from that South Park scene summed it all up. Put a woman in it and make her gay. Whether fans agree or not, That's how many now see Disney's approach: formulaic, forced, and out of touch. Jack Black, intentionally or not, became the antidote to that. No lectures, just heart. And while he soared, Rachel began her damage control tour. After weeks of silence and subtle blame games, even she started to admit she may have handled things wrong, but it might be too late. Behind the scenes, the fallout continues. Disney hasn't commented, the film hasn't recovered, and now even Rachel's co-stars are distancing themselves. Gal Gadot, who plays the evil queen, recently gave a carefully worded statement. She said the set lacked companionship, and hinted she'd speak more when comfortable. That's Hollywood for, it was a mess. And that lines up with what many critics have said for months. It wasn't just Rachel's words, it was the way she said them. Condescending, dismissive, and arrogant toward fans who actually loved the original. Instead of inviting people into a new story, Rachel acted like they were wrong for liking the old one, and that alienated even her supporters. In the end, Disney didn't just fumble a classic. They broke trust with their core audience. And Rachel, she became the face of that failure, not because she was the worst part, but because she was the loudest. And now, while Jack Black rides high off Minecraft's unexpected win, Rachel Zegler is left picking up the pieces. Now, even her old controversies are resurfacing again, like the time she called Trump supporters' names on social media. The backlash was immediate, and Rachel eventually apologized. But not everyone bought it. Conservative commentator Megyn Kelly flat out called her apology fake and performative. The curveball. That moment, like so many others, feeds into the growing perception that Rachel's image was always more curated than authentic. Then came the emotional curveball. Rachel posted that her dog was suffering from a mysterious illness, and that she was asking fans for support during what she described as an incredibly difficult time. The post was heartfelt. Raw. It wasn't a PR move. It felt human. For a moment, people paused. The same audience that had been dragging her for months suddenly saw a glimpse of the real person underneath the press tour rehearsals. And some fans, even critics, started wondering, maybe she's not the villain here. Maybe she was just unprepared for how brutal Hollywood can be when things go wrong. But sympathy can only go so far. Because as Rachel tries to regain footing, Hollywood is already moving on. Reports suggest her future projects are being reconsidered. Casting calls are stalling. Directors are hesitant. Studios are scared of more controversy. Snow White still hasn't even cracked $100 million in the US. And for Disney, that's not just a flop. That's a red flag for every future reboot. It's not just about one film anymore. It's about brand trust, audience fatigue, and whether Rachel Zegler's name is now tied more to controversy than capability. And just when the dust started settling, another voice entered the conversation, one that could take this to a whole new level. At the end of the day, this wasn't just a box office battle between Snow White and Minecraft. It became something way bigger. It turned into a mirror. One movie was marketed with sincerity, nostalgia, and fun. The other was packed with messaging, contradictions, and interviews that sparked more debate than excitement. And when the numbers came in, the audience had already made their choice. Now Rachel Zegler's name is tied to one of Disney's biggest modern failures. But there's the thing. She's not the first actor to get caught in a studio's identity crisis. And she won't be the last. As for Disney, they're quiet now, canceling remakes behind the scenes, letting the box office numbers fade out without a statement. But you can bet the next move they make will be safer, less political, more calculated, because they know eyes are on them, and another flop like this could be the final straw. What? Do you think? Was Rachel unfairly targeted? Did Disney set her up to fail? Or is this just what happens when classic stories get stripped for parts and rebuilt for PR? Drop your take in the comments. We read everything. And if you thought this story was wild, wait till you see what we're covering next. See you next time.